And welcome back to Dragon Ball Z What If? What if Goku landed on King Kai's planet? So last time, the training to fight Frieza went underway. They went up to the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. Goku showed up as many of the techniques as they could. Everyone got as jacked as they could, and so the battle is about to be underway. And they spend the last night just kind of relaxing. Vegeta and Nappa want nothing really to do with Goku and Raditz, but Goku actually takes Raditz to go see. It's actually about to say go see his family, but he doesn't have a family in this one. But he goes and hangs out basically with his friends, with Tien, Yamcha, Krillin. He meets Bulma, and Raditz is like, "Hello." Yeah, it's like, wait, so this is your brother, Goku? Yeah, he's not too bad looking, I suppose, but bad looking, I suppose. If it wasn't, this may be our last night alive. Would you like to get to know me more? Bulma kind of like smiles a little bit. Okay, well, anyway, but the great thing about this is they have all the food, and they hear the. Come to think of it, I haven't eaten much since the time chamber. Oh, why not? So they just Fred's probably flirting with Bulma the whole time. No, they do not have that whole, oh, we might die today sex, but still. They all converge in the same spot as they sense the ship arrive. And Goku! He's here! Someone did point out that Goku's ship did have the information on Goku, like his name. So he should actually call him Kakarot, I guess. But Kakarot, he's here! Well, that sounded a little off. Goku, he's here! Anyway. And so they see the ship come through the clouds. And then they hear like on an intercom, Vegeta, Nappa, Raditz, so good to see you again. Tell me, how is the procuring of this planet going? And it's like, it's not very well, it would seem. And then, of course, there's that little issue. What was it again? Oh, yes. You were planning to betray me, was it? And so the Frieza Force gets out there. Again, he didn't call the Ginyus. I don't think he feels he needs the Ginyus here, but he's got Zarbon and Dodoria. Oh, what was it again you were also doing? Training to beat me, overthrow me. Oh, but no, it wasn't either of you, so you just went along with it. They're just still standing their ground. They know they're not strong enough with their base power levels right now to take on Frieza. With Ozaru, Kaioken, all that, you can get to levels of power where you can, but So, they're just gonna, no, I'm guessing you, seeing as I don't recognize you. You're the one called Kakarot, correct? The Saiyan who got away, who's been training secretly to, what was it again? Oh, overthrow me and restore balance to the universe, or some ilk like that. That's right, I'm Goku. That's right, my name is Kakarot. Again, because the ship actually would have had information on Goku, it actually makes sense that his name would have been stayed Kakarot. I'm Kakarot. I was raised by the North Kai. Kai? I have no idea what a Kai is. All I know is you are going to have to die. You are causing a problem. You've turned some of my best soldiers against me. And now I'm afraid I'm going to have to kill them much sooner than I anticipated. Sooner? Oh, Raditz, please. Did you really think I wasn't going to kill you lot eventually? I can't stand Saiyans. You think you're the greatest warriors in the galaxy. Oh, so for that Saiyan pride of yours, that arrogance. I can't stand it. It sickens me. No. That's not why you're worried about it. That's not why you destroyed our planet, Frieza. If you're going to at least tell a story, tell it truthfully. Truthfully? You are afraid of us because we kept growing stronger. You were afraid one day we'd overthrow you, we'd rebel, and one day that the legend would come to pass. Oh yes, the legend. And one day we'd become a Super Saiyan, will rise again. Well, no. Well, that's not gonna happen this time, Frieza. Um, oh, no, sorry, that's not what you say. And as far as you know, it's already happened. The legendary Super Saiyan could be any one of us. Uh, legendary Super Saiyan? Yes, it's a Saiyan legend, a warrior of unfathomable strength. Uh, but he hasn't appeared in over 1,000 years. I'm afraid none of you are quite that strong. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And again, Goku has probably been on the door of Super Saiyan for some time now. Like he's got the power for it. He even has the mental control. He just has never had the catalyst to activate that Super Saiyan form for the first time. But now there's maybe an opportunity. I've had enough of this. Zarbon Dodoya, can you Frieza Force, would you be so kind as to eliminate these eyesores? Of course, Lord Frieza. Absolutely. And Tien and Krillin are really just like, we got the small fry. You take care of the big guy. All right, let's go. And they just start wiping out the low-level force members. Like, oh, I see you have some Earthling friends, and their power is actually quite impressive. I suppose then we should. Well, then, if my forces are being dealt with by someone else, I suppose then I get the honor of taking care of you. Then it just pops out of the ship, and they're squaring off. And Frieza's power is still base power. He's twice as strong as Goku, and they're just like, ugh. And they can just feel like he's just kind of like flexing his strength. Meanwhile, Zarbon and Dodoria, these guys, they're a lot stronger than I thought. But that's not going to be enough. Krillin and him are just kind of duking it out, whereas Tien and Zarbon are also duking it out. Is this really all you have? Hardly. By the way, should note, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Zarbon's power level is around 20,000. He's around there base-wise. They're about the same as he's about the same as Dodoria. His transformation, I mean, sure, it makes him stronger and faster, but by not much. I mean, when you think about it from a percentage perspective, he's about 40 times stronger. Not that impressive of a transformation. Frieza doubles his strength pretty much every time he transforms, and then his full power is. I ran the math on this one point because his full power is 120. Someone said it was 200 million at one point. I found the one article they mentioned. That is not, as far as I know, true at all. That his full power is 200 million. That's not true at all. That was not. I don't believe that was a canon source, and I think it was more like a speculative thing. But no, Goku's power is calculated at 150. So, and Frieza's full power is calculated at 120. Like Frieza didn't actually lose really any energy, even from the Spirit Bomb. Yeah, he was beaten up and hurt, but as far as we know, his power was still in the exact same. He was still at the 50%. So, yeah, there's no evidence to say it was 200. But no, Frieza's power is 120 million at full power. You do the math, 10% of that's 12 million. 1% of that is 1.2, which means that Frieza's fully suppressed form is calking in at no joke less than 0.1% of his power. So those transformations are insane. Even Cell's transformations, we don't have a full calc on that, but we know it's at least multiplies, and the Super Saiyan transformations 50 times, 20 times 2, all that. They're better multipliers than just 40%. It begs the question if Zarbon, maybe there's a what if Zarbon became a Z fighter and actually trained his transformation more, could it be a better transformation, or is that just an inherent transformation to a species or something? I don't know. Like, that's the limitation. I digress. So he transformed. I was like, well then, if you want something a bit more challenging, well, you're a little stronger than me. It gives me at least. Well, I guess it's all I can really hope for. I'm gonna let them handle the big guy. All you can, please. And at first he overwhelms Tien, but Tien's the better fighter easily. He has more techniques. Solar flare. And all of a sudden, boom! Kaioken. Just obliterates him because a single Kaioken would put him at like 37,000, like 37,500. And if Vegeta at just 30,000 can annihilate him, Well, no, Vegeto's actually that's a good question. It was over 30,000. Vegeta power levels. Hold on one second. I know Vegeta is at least 30,000. With just a 2,000 improvement, he was able to just close the gap and just kill him out at power levels. Okay, power level. Where's his official power level guide? Because we do have up until the end of Namek, the power level guide for Vegeta. We do actually know where his power levels generally landed. Okay, so let's come. Jesus Christ. Okay. Namek side. Okay, he was around 24,000 when he fought Zarbon. Then he got Zenkai boost. He's around 30,000. Now Zarbon is, I believe, 28,000. So for the so the fact he was able to kill Zarbon with only a 2,000 gap is actually very impressive, to say the least. Yeah, the last known power level we actually have for Vegeta is right around 500,000. That's the last known confirmed Daizenshu power level we have. Everything else now is just kind of speculated on with the power level fandom site and whatnot. But yeah, we still know that. Anyway, and so yeah, Tien would be him. Krillin takes care of Dodoria, and now they kind of look on to the fight with Frieza, which they, even with their max, even if they went far beyond their limits, like they went 100 times Kaioken and managed to live through that, they both know there's nothing I can do in this fight. Because and I say that because the Saiyan fight has been going on with Frieza up until now. And Goku and the gang go after him. Now, they do all have Kaioken, which means those power levels are kind of irrelevant for this. They can actually all kind of match up to Frieza, particularly Vegeta and Goku. Goku has been training with Kaioken for so long, times 10 is effortless. He can still probably do the 20 here, even being only at 200,000. But that one's going to really just jack him up. He can probably go into other intervals between 10 and 20 and still be relatively okay. Vegeta, meanwhile, his max is 10. So right now they're averaging out at about a 5. And that is more than enough to actually put Frieza not just on the back foot, but be in trouble. Even Raditz and Nappa are throwing him up. Boom, but they're basically just coming at him from the sides. Damn you! And he just comes, launches his power. And I think the mastery of Kaioken comes from how long you can maintain a Kaioken, too. Not just the level, but how long you can stay using Kaioken. Because Kaioken is supposed to be used for short bursts. But the fact is, if you can maintain a Kaioken for a long time, that's mastery over the technique. If you could be in a perpetual Kaioken, that's straight out mastery. But that's what transformations are for. So, Frieza, I admit, you're strong. Quite strong indeed. But unfortunately, there's more to me than meets the eye. I know you can transform. Just transform. But I'm not going to let you do that. And it's like, what? He can. What do you mean he can? What do you mean he can? Yes, this isn't his real power. He just uses this form to conserve energy. You're half right. No, I just maintain this form because my own power is real power, so overwhelming I can't even control it properly. He powers up. It's like, no, I can't let him. We can't let him transform. And then, unfortunately, poof, transforms into a second form. And, they probably felt that during their fight with Tien and Krillin with Zarbon and Dodoria. But it isn't until we get to the third form that they probably ended the fights. And so, it's like, so then, last time I count this, it was 1 million. Which, again, I always just point out, too, he had to have advanced scouters for higher power levels on his ship, higher scanners, because how would he know the exact number if a normal scouter kind of breaks at those high numbers? More than likely, it's breaking because of it just increasing too fast. Anyway, so there's no, then he just grabs Nap and Raditz, who really are the more weak links. Is this really all you have? About to destroy them, but Vegeta and Goku both get in there. Kaioken times 10, and just boom. Raditz, go down, rest. When me and Kakarot have this. It's like, you were able to. I see. So you've got your power even gone beyond your limits again. Well then, why don't I return in kind? Because again, if they're able to block that shot one-handed, Frieza's like, I can't, no, this form isn't enough. Third form, all right then. And now the fight's a lot more evened out. I mean, Vegeta's probably, because we don't know, that's the one form we don't have a power level on. We've got a power level for first, let's call it the first form. The first form of Frieza we meet, the second form, and his final form, and the increments for that final increments. The increments for that final form. We do not have, though, a power level, an exact power level. We have estimates and all that for that third form we did. My guess is, though, it's somewhere, because him and Goku were basically equal, so they were both probably around 3 million-ish. My guess is you're looking at around maybe 2 million, 1,800, 2 million. And luckily, Goku and Vegeta can still keep up with that. And it's like, together! Don't tell me what to do! Kamehameha! Actually, he probably doesn't know Kamehameha. Oh, no. I take that back. He's visited Earth, so he probably has learned the Kamehameha from Roshi at some... I mean, it's fair. We should allow him to have the Kamehameha. Kamehameha! Galakan! Ha! Fire! You filthy! And he started like Frieza's powering again. My guys! Boom! Big explosion. And there's Frieza in his final form in the air, but he transformed while being attacked. I've done this before where he's kind of like had to just be like, I can't stop this. I need my full power. And unfortunately, it did kind of like jack him up a little bit. Like, yeah, he's injured. Like, you filthy Saiyans. I'm going to enjoy ripping you to shreds. Boo, boo, starts literally kind of like just boom, checking them. It's like Kaioken times 15! And now this is where Goku's like throwing in the major Kaiokens if he can. Like, he's not going to do a 20 if he can. Like, 15's now kind of what Super Saiyan, like Kaioken times 4 was in the Saiyan saga originally. It's stressing his body, but he can still do it. He's like, Goku, be careful! You can't go that much farther beyond your limits. The Kaioken, you're pushing your body too hard. I gotta go all the way. Times 20! Boo! And again, he takes Frieza off guard. Just boom, 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 boom. But unfortunately, well, that was a thing. Now then, Vegeta. What was that you were saying about avenging your race, overthrowing me? What was that again? I couldn't hear it. I was watching Under a Red Hood yesterday, the animated movie. Oh, Batman's like, what's that? Oh, I'm sorry, Vegeta. I'm sorry, what's that, pork chop? You're a little hard to hear. Sounds like you got a collapsed lung. Makes the oratory a little difficult to hear. Now, that was just rude. Normally my compatriots are know to be afraid of me and show me a bit more respect. I suppose I'll have to teach you manners so you better follow in their footsteps. Or I could kill you. Boom! Now then. Damn it. So then, how exactly should I kill you? Keep the voice moist. So how exactly shall I kill you? Shall I? I could do it individually. I could blow you up one by one, or I could do it all in one go, just like your planet. Ooh, symbolism. But no, I think individually is for the best. And while you may be the catalyst, Kakarot, was it? It's like, I do believe this is well overdue, Vegeta. Damn it! Oh, and they're all just there. All of a sudden, they just hear the it's like Kaioken, a duel. Kaioken. It's like, boom. What? Solar flare! Krillin! Destructo Disc! Or Kanzon. It's like, what? What is it? And he hears the sound, just tries to move, but his tail, and I actually think his foot gets cut off, because the Kanzon was able to, except for Cell, there's been no opponent that has been immune to the Kanzon. Even Boo can be cut by it. He's just magic, so he can regenerate. But Cell's the only individual who's ever legitimately just taken a Kanzon and just being like, shink. Nope. Frieza got cut by that thing. He could be killed by that thing. It's like, It's like, Krillin, Tien, what are you idiots doing? Saving your asses. It's like, my foot! My tail! Gah! You human monstrosity. Not good. Just gonna have to try it. And then Tien's pulling out some of the other stuffs. For example, gigantification technique, yard dragging stuff that Goku's taught them. Kaioken! And he basically turns into a giant form. Oh, for the love of, just puts him down. Oh, that was not smart. And actually probably even puts a hole straight through Tien's. You know, the bigger you are, the more you blinds, the more opportunities you have for me to gut you. The Krillin, you're next. Use the Dean's Tears. Huh? What? And Krillin says, he throws more destructive discs out and says, not again. You're not the only one who can do that. Throws the tracking ones out. It grabs Tien, instant transmission. Where'd you go? Appears right behind him. It's like, got you. And nearly does the same thing Goku did to Frieza in the can, where it's but he's able to get out of the way, and this time, boom, tags Krillin right through the shoulder. Krillin! Tien! Get up, Kakarot! This isn't over! We've still got one last card in the deck. We've got one last hand to play, Frieza! Throws up the fake moon. Boom! And then, but Goku's not looking at that. He's looking at Krillin and Tien. Krillin, because honestly, Krillin is probably Goku's best friend, but Tien's the immediate second. Like, these guys have really gotten close over the years, hang out, had a lot. He's like, come on, man, no, hold on. You're like, just let me get to him. I can heal him. And he's drilling his best. Like, got you. Okay. It's easy. Don't worry, Tien. I got you. You're gonna be okay. Go. And unfortunately, his chest cavity. Kakarot. No, not this time. You can heal a lot, but I don't think you can heal a missing heart. No. Meanwhile, the fight is going on. It's like, you and your blasted 8 forms. Unfortunately, at least we know for a fact Vegeta can control his 8 form. We don't know about Nappa or Raditz, but we can say with training they at least got the ideas, like, with this guy, attack this guy. And with those boosted power levels, adding Kaioken there, also just, at least Vegeta can add Kaioken on top of it. Kaioken times 10! Uzaru Kaioken would be no joke. And he maybe even adds gigantification, even growing bigger. Now you'll pay, Frieza! And just boom, Vegeta's just going and literally, no pun intended, ape on him. Just boo, 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 bam! All of a sudden, he's just Vegeta's just like, where are you, Frieza? I know you're here. I can. By the way, they probably have learned to sense energy through that training. I can still sense you. And all of a sudden he senses the power increasing. 50% should be enough for you, monkey! And because, again, Frieza's now jacked up from that attack. He has a broken arm, too. He's like, just starts beating Vegeta into submission, rips the tails off all of them, and they just start shrinking. So he's missing his left, I'm going to say his right foot. His right arm is broken. His tail is missing. He's probably bleeding from everywhere. But he's like, he's still saying, I've had enough of you. And then, it's time for you to, and then they feel it. They feel the uptick in power. And they hear the screaming. And Goku is able to also heal himself, too. So Goku probably got a Zenkai, and honestly, it'd probably be a Zenkai that gets him to that power he needed to get to in Namek. Because he had to heal himself to get to Tien. That would be my logic for this. So he gets a Zenkai, which puts him probably more at 4 million, because he's much stronger than his Namek counterpart here. But puts him around 4 million versus the 3 million he was at. And all of a sudden, they all just, again, feel the power. Tien! No! we'll have to use the Dragon Balls to, and Goku's never actually used the Dragon Ball. I mean, he knows about it, but he's just too blood. Goku, Goku, is it Krillin? I'll be okay. Just Tien, you monster! No more Frieza! No more! And the power just like it's literally just, and they're all just, and there's for Goku's like, what? Oh my word! And meanwhile, King Kai's been like, oh no, Kakarot, come on! And no, this power could he actually have done it? Frieza, I've watched you for a long time. I prepared for this, but this you've taken one last life you're ever gonna take. And this is Goku, who normally is trying to find peaceful resolutions, but understands Frieza's a monster. He needs to die. And that would be the thing that King Kai probably was still. It's like, there's people you're not going to be able to save. There's people who do not have good in them, period. And you're going to have to make that choice. Be a good man and be a pacifist, or at least be a good man who chooses Nava, or be a good man who will do the right thing and the necessary thing. And that's where Goku is. No more! What are you? I am Kakarot. I am son of Bardock and Gine, because Frieza told his mom, one of the last survivors of planet Vegeta, son of the king, son and pupil of the King Kai himself. I am the protector of this universe, this galaxy. I am the hope for those innocents who cry out in terror. And then he hits the line. Obviously, people had a bit of a problem with that in the dub, but this really fits him. He's like, ally to good, nightmare to you. And just instant transmissions, just boom, boom. He doesn't immediately kill him, but because he wants a little bit catharsis and revenge. Boom, boom. You put your Frieza tries for your Saiyan prize. I'm only at 50% of my power. Wouldn't you want to beat me at my best? So, and Goku's like, fine, go ahead, take your best shot. Now maybe, and besides, he maybe tries to destroy the planet, and Goku's just like, nope. Using spirit vision, literally just divides the because the spirit vision can also, I think, divide the energy and ki. So he learned using that, just swipes it. Not happening. Because he can instant transmission his way there too. And he's just, my full power, Kakarot, don't be foolish, kill him now. No, this is I've been raised by Medi to be something I'm not, but this is the Saiyan in me. I will beat him at his very best. And just powers up and say, now you see, Kakarot. Saiyan, this is what you have to and then he just tries to attack and just poof. It's like, really? Is that really your full power? What? Boom. And because he's that much stronger, because he got an extra 50 million on his power level, 120 is nothing to him. So just boom. And it's like, goodbye, and just finally just grabs him by the throat. Goodbye, Frieza! And they also did, and Goku also just destroyed it. Is there anyone left in that ship? It's like, no. Then wait, hold on. There should be healing pods in there. We can use the ship's technology. Besides, our ships have. I can imagine like the ships either are probably just damaged or they're just not, because honestly I think Goku just instant transmission there. They don't have their ships, so we can use the ship to leave. Besides, we all need to recover, and you need preparation, so you're following that friend there. Vegeta at least can show some respect when he in distress. And luckily though, Krillin's just like, should I go get I'll go get the Dragon Balls, Goku. It's fine, we can bring Tien back. Right, the Dragon Balls, that's right, I forgot about them. It's like, no worries, I got it, man, it's fine. And so they do it. Make sure they're not there. Like Raditz, Snap and Vegeta aren't there because they got to take turns healing. And so they bring Tien back. Oh man, that was different. And they hey, it's good to have you back, man. Sorry. Now you might think it's a little odd that he does it over Tien and not Krillin, but again, this is one of his closest friends dying in front of him. I think it still would spark the Super Saiyan transformation. Well, the day is sick. For now, Goku, for now. You did a good job, son. But there's still many threats that exist in the universe, including And even though you beat the father, son, you may still have to deal with the father at some point. The father, King Cold, you mean? He's more reasonable to deal with than Frieza, admittedly, but he's also far stronger than him. So the question is, so they're gonna have to deal with that down the road. But that being said, Vegeta gets a Zenkai. Everyone's getting Zenkais. Raditz agrees to also stay on Earth. Like, no, I'm going to be staying here, Prince Vegeta. No, I wish to get to know my brother better. And well, I technically don't live on Earth. I just spend my time here. But it'd be great to get to know you too. It's like, you sentiment, but you made your. But I can respect the choice. We hold fast to our agreement. You hold true to your honor, Kakarot. I control Frieza's empire now. Which Goku nods like, you realize though you're gonna have to deal with his father, King Cold. Yes. But I imagine we can cock up some story for that. After all, we weren't the ones who killed Frieza, you were. If we present you killed him, he'd have no reason to kill us. You're saying you want, and Goku just like, can see right there, like, you just want me to kill him for you. Well, you do have that transformation. Although, again, Vegeta's acting cool, but he's also like, how could he do this? A low-class elite, like, in his head, but he's like, how can I use this right now? I can't be a Super Saiyan right now, so how do I use this to my advantage? He's like, do what you gotta do, Vegeta. I'll be waiting. And so, farewell for now. And so they fly off. And they let King Cold know that his son is dead. It's like, oh, my poor son. And who killed him? It was another Saiyan who survived. He's on Earth. We can give you the coordinates if you like. And say, no need. I know where this Earth is. Set a course. And so King Cold is on his way to Earth. And Vegeta's like, yeah. And King Kai says, yeah, he did it, Goku. Fine. I'll have to deal with that when I get to that. When we deal with it. And so now, but I'll have to practice on this transformation. So Goku would have to practice for a little bit, but he probably gets Super Saiyan down relatively easy because he has the Ardrat training under there too. And so when King Cold shows up, it's like, you're the father. I remember stories about you. Oh, they tell stories of me, really? You were also ruthless, but you were definitely a bit more reasonable than your son was. I'm going to give you the same opportunity. I'm going to give you the one opportunity I didn't give him. Leave now. Go back into retirement and never come back to this world or any other world. Oh, I'm afraid. Well, that's very generous of you, but I'm afraid I can't do that. You see, you killed my son. And Goku's like, to be honest, I kind of assumed that. And so Goku again transforms into Super Saiyan and just pretty much annihilates King Cold. Really does. And again, the forces are sent off flying, and now Vegeta just laughs. Well done, Kakarot. Good luck. Well done, Kakarot. I knew you would succeed. Yeah. Look, it's over. That family is wiped out. Cooler's not canon, so we're not dealing with that. It's like you said. For now, I'll let you deal with that in his trade for now. But he's on fire now. But and there you can hear Tone and Vegeta flinches a bit. And Goku's still in Super Saiyan. If you venture in the same exact field they did, if I see you hurt innocents, and trust me, I will know. I will find you, Vegeta. And it'll be no holds barred from there. I don't care if we're the same species, if we're the last Saiyan race. I will not allow the innocent to be hurt by anyone. You got it? Certainly, Kakarot. As you wish. Oh, well then go, Prince. Or should I call you King now? Please. No, I am Vegeta, Prince of all Saiyans. Even you, Kakarot. And he's just grumbling his up. They fly. Next time we meet, you won't be the only Super Saiyan. And so they fly off. And now we're kind of in an interesting period here because Goku isn't the one who beat the Red Ribbon Army here. In fact, it's debatable whether or not the Red Ribbon Army would really be around if we get an Android saga at all. We'll think about it for next time. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.